Good morning from Williams, Arizona. Beautiful day here right now, actually, nice and cool. Yesterday we had some vehicle issues and we managed to limp it into town here. So I went to CarQuest. They actually let you borrow. That's a really small CarQuest, by the way. They allow you to use code scanner. So I've never used one of those before. I put it on, checked the codes. Basically what showed up was 2 items that I had unplugged yesterday while trying to diagnose things. So I don't think those are my issues. But in everything that I researched yesterday, a bunch of different things come together. And in the way my brain works, I just keep thinking about them all night long. And it all
night long.
The way I operate, that's anyway, it's sometimes nice.
And then he gets up bright and early in the morning, like really early in the morning, and you know, gotta go back out there and try to figure it out. But I love him for it.
Yeah, it's the way she works. Anyway, I didn't actually come up with anything. I'm new to this mechanical thing. I'm a carpenter and a farmer. I do starting to enjoy more and more mechanic stuff. So the codes didn't really tell me a whole lot. There was a funky noise coming from down here, a rattle. And so I peeked down there and I put my head up, and I was worried it was coming from the transmission, but it's actually coming from the catalytic converter. So then I'm like, hey! So we got looking into that, researching it. That'll cause a lot of my power and performance issues if it's clogged. So basically something inside is let go, possibly, I don't know this for a fact yet, and has plugged the exhaust pipe, whether that's in the cat or in the pipe or in the muffler that's downstream from the pipe, has caused it to clog up, and therefore it's not running properly. So this is a theory I got going right now, which would fit kind of what's going, and it would also fit with the bump and the bang. As we drove down the road, we go bang, we hit a bump, and then everything happened. So that would be enough to maybe jiggle something to make it stuck again, right? Some of the stuff that I researched yesterday, that's where that ties in. It was talking about vacuum issues and things like that are causing some of these problems. Well, when you have a clogged cat, that's also related to vacuum issues apparently. So putting all the research together, it's starting to look like maybe a catalytic converter issue. I don't know that for a fact. We're going to try to confirm that. There's O2 sensors on the cats or just behind the cats. So one video I watched talked about unplugging those, or not just unplugging them, sorry, screwing them right out, which would allow exhaust to come out through that port, and also I'm assuming give the O2 sensor a different reading because it'll be out in the elements. So we're going to try that next. I could take it off the muffler here if the muffler's supposed to start.
He's got his proper footwear on for the occasion. Nice safety gear.
Okay. It's stuck. It's stuck in there.
So, oops, there's the camera there. I'm very grateful that I brought him along because he's kind of handy to have. I wouldn't have been able to get very far on this journey if I didn't have him with me.
Let's go to plan B. We can take these out. It'll be awfully noisy. And then what? What do we do? Take them off. And we can pull. But it might drop down enough. Yeah, I think it would. Drop down enough, we can pull that right out of there. Man, that would be loud. But that would tell us all that we need to know, wouldn't it? I think it would. Yeah, at a bit of a standstill. I haven't got any farther. There's a little bit of a mechanic shop here beside the CarQuest, but they don't do motorhomes. I don't know. There's no difference. Exhaust is exhaust. Anyway, people are like that, and they're busy anyways. CarQuest doesn't have the parts. Not even able to find a cat. If it is a cat, I don't even know if it is yet. And I hesitate to cut anything apart here, loosen anything, if I can't put it back together, if there's no tools here, or parts, sorry, to put things back together. So, yeah, we haven't got any farther yet. I'd like to unhook something just to see if it runs better, if that is my issue. You know, remove the muffler or something like that and see if it runs better. But I'm trying to find a shop right now that can work on it. And then we're probably going to be stuck here for a while, because I imagine it's going to take quite a while to get parts again.
Wait until you go. situation, but the kids are getting quite a kick out of it. We're a diesel engine now, and it's really loud. So, which is fine, but when you're going up a hill or down a hill or whatever, it is ridiculously loud if you've ever had a catalytic converter not work. So that's going to be an expensive fix. And he said that didn't actually fix the problem, so something else is going on as well, and he's not sure what. It's just literally, we have no idea what's going on. The bonus is, the kids don't know it yet, but the bonus is where the vehicle quit was, I think it was Ash Fork is with the town, which was about 15 minutes down the road from a town called Williams, Arizona. And in Williams, Arizona, I just happened to come across, as we were traveling, they actually do a train ride from Williams all the way up to the Grand Canyon and then back. So I had already talked with Aaron about taking the kids and surprising the kids with a train ride, because this whole trip, there's so many trains traveling across the United States here that the kids are just getting a kick out of everyone, right? So especially Elias, he's just having a hoot with the train. So I thought, wouldn't that be something to take that train, take that train all the way up there and see the Grand Canyon. So now that our vehicle doesn't work, man, that's loud. Anyway, now that it's not actually working, we happen to be able to like crawl into this town. So at least if we have to call our holidays quit, we can get on that train and still see the Grand Canyon, which I'm pretty excited about. And we're hoping to book those tickets for tomorrow, and then we'll head on and up there and do that. Somebody is going to look at our vehicle tomorrow. We have it booked in the morning as well, so we'll leave it there, then we'll take a walk and go and get on that train. So that should be pretty exciting.
Gobbling down some delicious watermelon. I don't know, I don't remember eating watermelon as a kid. I might have, can't remember. First time I can really remember it, I was working on a really hot job, excruciating hot. Well, for Ontario standards, I guess it was probably a cold day for Arizona, but it was warm. And we were installing milking equipment. There was no wind, it was just blah. And the farmer's wife brought out a cooler full of cold watermelon. It was all cut up and chunked. And I was like, I don't know if I want to eat that. Oh, goes good on a hot day. Anyway, since then, I've always loved watermelon. I think we figured out something. Anyways, just going through different stuff again. So maybe it's not to do with the exhaust now. That again was just a suggestion and a theory. I had two others wrote down that I came up with last night. Not just by myself, like I had help talking to my brother-in-law and stuff as well. But there's a sensor on the camshaft up in the front. I think it's a speed sensor, I think is what it's called as well. That was a suggestion that it might be bad, which is causing my RPM to go wonky. I think there's a video of it going wonky. Hopefully it makes it up on this video. But so anyway, I crawled under there, unplugged it. The vehicle wouldn't even start. I plugged it back in, we started up the vehicle, and I unplugged it right away. The vehicle died. So that kind of diagnosis tells me that thing must be doing something. It's probably working. So then I went to the next one, which is speed sensors on the transmission. There's two of them. There's an input speed sensor and an output speed sensor, and that kind of lets it know when it's supposed to shift and all that kind of stuff. So it has unplugged the input one, and right away the problems went away. Plugged it back in, problems came back. Unplugged it, problems went away. Plugged it back in, problems came back. So I've ordered one of those. Actually got a taxi delivering it, so hopefully that will fix our problems. Okay, so I got that part, put it in, made no difference. Exact same symptoms and problems. When I unplug it, it works great. When I plug it back in, it doesn't. So I don't know. Talked to my cousin, mechanic. He suggested checking all the electrical, all the grounds, so I've been doing that. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Every time I take one apart, clean everything up, put it back together, we try it again, still the same problem. He also said checking in here. So this is my distributor, which feeds, these are my spark plug wires. And so it might be related because we were having problems with spark plug wires, right? So I'm trying to get this cap off right now. Underneath there, I believe there's something that turns around, which then fires the spark to the different cylinders. And we're going to check it out now. This plug here has something to do with it as well. There's a sensor in here basically that has is related to the RPM gauge, he thinks. So, but I unplugged this, it makes no difference. So I guess that's not it. I was hoping that was it. So I don't know, we'll open it up, we'll see. It's a bit hard to get at. I got one screw here, the other one is down there. So you can't even see it there, but it is down there. So we're gonna try to pull that apart. We'll see what we come up with. I do have an appointment with a mechanic tomorrow, but yeah, at this point it's just all troubleshooting and problem solving, which can cost hours and hours and hours of labor as they try to trace this or trace that. So we might as well carry on ourselves. Hopefully we find the problem. I was really hoping I had found the problem there, but I didn't end up fixing anything. You know, evidence of some sparking on the end of it, right? Which is probably normal, but it doesn't look out of there. Yeah, the rest of it's brown and the end of it's kind of black looking. There's a blue thing. Oh, the very center? Yeah, it looks clean too. No. It looks like there's a little wear spot, that's it. So. I'll just clean them up now that I have it open anyway, right? So. RPM gauge, and I plugged it back in, there's still no difference. Okay, well, I guess I can't try that right now because everything's unhooked.
Would you like to go on that thing?
Where are we going?
Just up here.
Hey!
Oh, cool! Look at the bridge.
Yeah!
Where's the bridge?
Right there! Walking bridge.
Is it a zip line?
See it.
That looks cool.
Hey!
Where, huh?
Right there.
Yeah,
Guys, you can
That
sit on
building
that
there?
and you zip line from there all the way over
Yeah,
here.
Sit on
videotape in
what?
or that
Sit
one
on
over
the
there.
car? We're going to a restaurant. No.
Yeah. Do you think that's what Mom and Papa are getting out to see if there's any room for us?
I don't know.
Going-
Going to for a restaurant, I said.
Yeah, what do you think Mom and Papa are doing right now? Going to see if there's room at that restaurant?
I don't know. I think I know.
What?
Going to that train right there.
What train?
That train. The person train.
The zip line, maybe?
No, the person train.
I'm not going on the zip line.
I hope not.
I hope we're going on the zip line.
No, we'll go all the way into that. I think we're going over there on that train. I hope so. No. Hey, we go across the road. The train goes across the road. Yeah. We're going on the train. Put your hopes up. This might not be. I doubt that. Hey, there's chickadees. They look like chickadees though. Sparrow.
Alright, so we are going to try. I did it again. Alright. I do that a lot. We're going to try to get on this here train behind me. It's a Grand Canyon tour. It's like 2.5 hours, I think. A little over 2 hours anyway. Train right there and then back again is another 2 hours. So that is what we're going to try to do. Anissa found it online. It really looks like a fun thing to do. Our motorhome is going in the shop. They're going to start working on it tomorrow morning. He's pretty confident he'll find something. I'm really hoping so. See, they got all the scanning tools. He's got one scanner that's like $13,000. I don't have anything like that. I just have my eyeballs, brain, Google, and some friends. So, yeah, I'm hoping something's going to turn up. So this is parking lot.
I have no idea if that's what it is.
We don't know if that's the right place yet. We're going to figure that out. But there's a zip line right here. That looks like fun. So they'll zoom you along down to over there where the motorhome is. And then those are some old trains right here.
You want to go on the zip line?
Or the train.
Do you hope that they get the zip line though?
I hope that they get the zip line and the train.
And the train? But if they don't get the train and they just get the zip line, are you going to still be happy?
Yeah.
It'll probably be a nice view.
Done that big of a zip line.
No.
We never
big
even
zip line.
went on a zip line.
Nope.
I went down a zip line, haven't I?
I don't
Wasn't
think
that
so.
thing we hold it on?
Oh, at the park, those little short ones? Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's a zip line.
Yeah.
The handle.
You want to go on the zip line, Anna?
Grab onto the handle.
Not really.
It's strapped to a seat, so it won't be scary.
Oh, yeah. That's not a zip line.
Oh no, I don't know if you go flying. You might just go slow. It might just be a thing to go up to see the view. You want to go on?
No.
Are you scared?
No, exactly like me. No.
I think maybe Mom and Papa are getting the zip line.
I think they're getting the train.
Are you gonna be happy if they get the zip line?
Probably.
Probably.
I hope we go on it so I can see the view.
Yeah.
Go.
They don't?
No.
I missed part of that. They don't do a good job, no. Maybe some people are smarter than we are. They just know. Alright, so we were wrong. She was wrong. Can I blame it on you? Apparently, the building that looks like a train station isn't the train station.
I figured it was that one.
There's a train.
And that's why I wondered why you were parking over there, because we could have parked here and walked over there.
Because this looks like a train
Or
station.
drove over there.
This one was built in 1901. The one we're going to was built in 1908. Apparently, from 1901 to 1908, this building got too small, so they decided to move it into the other building that was built as a restaurant, and not sure, something to do with freight, I think it was. So they moved the train station over to there. And this building, actually, this building wasn't there. It was over here, sitting over here by the tracks, and they moved it over there with horses afterwards.
Something.
Yeah. So we got train stuff. That's supposed to look like a track. Obviously it's concrete. There's an old train, 1891 to 2016. Old rail line going through here. Old caboose. But the cool thing about this is our kids absolutely love trains. Like they almost beg to wait for a train. Cruising down the road and a train's going to be in our way and we have to stop, then they just get super excited. Especially the boys, but I think the girls too. So, I don't know, kind of neat if this works, if we can get on here and get tickets for tomorrow. I think they'll remember that forever. It'll also be a really neat way to see the Grand Canyon and not have to hike it. I don't mind hiking it either, but it's going to be pretty hot probably. This will be a pretty neat experience. So we still can't figure out where the entrance is. We found a restaurant somewhere around here. Depot, got it. There we got a depot. Whoop, and ticketing gift shop.
There's small stuff.
Nah, that would be our luck, wouldn't it? Sorry, come back tomorrow. Okay, we got the tickets. And it's raining out. And I'm made of sugar, so this is kind of a big problem. I hope there'll be enough left of me to see by the time I get to the motorhome. But there might not be. She'll be okay.
I'm not that sweet,
She's
I
not that
guess.
sweet. Lovely day. Actually smells neat. What'd you say it smelled like?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs, I have to agree. Probably coincidence.
Jane! Yeah! Running! Mama's running. Papa's keep walking. Mom's running. It's already on. Kids, I think we might be going on the train.
How do you know?
I think so. So we're going.
What you want?
Yay!
Not you. No, you can't come.
Can I see that? You're supposed to have a house.
No, you can't come.
Yes,
No, they said, do you have a little blonde feller that smiles a
These
lot?
are the tickets to that train, mister.
Are you excited about that?
I want to go on the train, yeah.
What if you have to sit on the roof?
Mom, I won't. Mom. Emily, we're going
He's
on the
special.
train.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight.